is Susan. I'm an outdoor educator here at Shangri La. And are you enjoying our gardens today?
I certainly am. And my name is Wendy, and I'm looking for butterflies.
Well, that's interesting. Well, I can sure help you look for butterflies, but would you like to know some fun facts about butterflies first?
Absolutely.
Well, good. Well, the first fun fact is that butterfly poop looks like butter.
Oh my gosh.
And that's how butterflies got their name.
Oh, interesting.
There were some scientists and they were studying butterflies and they noticed that their poop looks just like butter. Hence the name, butterflies.
Butterfly, okay.
A second fact about butterflies, which is really interesting, is butterflies taste with their feet.
Taste with their feet?
Yes, they love to sip nectar from different flowers, and so they land on those flowers and they taste that plant first with their feet, and then they sip the nectar from it.
How interesting.
Can you imagine tonight, when your mom puts supper in front of you, you take off your shoes and put your feet on it first?
No, I couldn't imagine that.
Well, that's what butterflies do. And did you know what a group of butterflies is called?
What is it called?
A flutter.
A flutter.
Isn't that a nice name for a group of butterflies?
Yes, it is. Flutter's a group of butterflies.
We may see a flutter of butterflies today.
Hopefully we will.
Yes.
Can you teach me more about butterflies?
Oh, yes, we can.
Thank you. Wow, this is a great, beautiful plant. I bet this is a great place for a butterfly to land.
I bet so too. But I would like to tell you a little bit more about butterflies.
Well, sure.
Did you know that butterflies start off as caterpillars?
Caterpillars?
Yes, they do.
Caterpillars don't look anything like a butterfly.
They sure don't. But think about it. When you were a baby, did you look exactly like your mom and dad?
You know, I guess I didn't.
No, you grew and you changed, correct?
Yes.
Well, the same thing with caterpillars. They grow and they change, and then eventually they turn into beautiful butterflies.
Wow, well, tell me more about caterpillars.
Well, I happen to have some facts here.
Great.
The first one is, did you know that caterpillars have 12 eyes?
12 eyes? Oh my gosh, and they're all over their head?
Yes. Now, 2 are actually for seeing, but the rest of them detect light and shadow. In case a caterpillar is busy munching on a leaf and a bird flies over looking for a tasty snack, well, they can see the bird's shadow, and quickly that caterpillar ducks under that leaf to hide. That's how they stay alive.
Oh, I get it. Wow, that is interesting.
And another fun fact about caterpillars is they don't breathe through nostrils like you and me. They breathe through these tiny little holes in their side called spiracles.
Spiracles?
Yes, they're holes in their side.
All through their sides?
Let's practice breathing like a caterpillar.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. In. Out. In. Out. Uh-oh, a sneeze is coming on.
Oh my gosh, that would be messy.
That would. But they do. They breathe through their sides. And then the third fact about caterpillars are they are herbivores.
Herbivores. What does that word mean?
Herbivores means that they just eat plants. They don't eat meat like in hamburgers or anything else. They just like to nibble on leaves that come from plants.
Oh, just like this one's doing.
Yes, and that's all caterpillars do is eat and eat and eat.
Oh, I would love to do that. I would eat chocolate all day, but my mom would probably make me eat vegetables.
Yes, and one more little fact about butterflies and caterpillars is Mama Butterfly, she lands on a special plant that she knows that those caterpillars would love to eat. And it's called a host plant.
Oh, a host plant.
Yes, and so that host plant is a plant that the caterpillars taste really good to them.
Oh, so that's why they would want to eat all day.
Yes.
Wow, that sounds great.
Well, Wendy, we've talked about that caterpillars come from butterflies, that they're actually baby butterflies, but would you like to know the whole life story of a butterfly?
Certainly I would.
Well, first of all, mother butterfly lays some eggs, but they're so tiny, they're about the size of this pencil point.
Oh my gosh, that is so small.
Yes, and I have this flannel board that things stick to. And would you put the butterfly eggs up there for us to see?
Sure.
So that's how a butterfly, they go to that host plant and taste with their feet. And then they lay their eggs on that special host plant. Because when they hatch, what did we talk about comes from these eggs? How do they start out?
As caterpillars.
Yes. Would you like to find the picture of the little caterpillar?
Yeah, so they go from eggs to caterpillar.
Yes. And there he is, and he's already started eating, hasn't he?
Yes, I see. He's taking a big old bite out of that leaf.
Well, caterpillars, that's their whole job, is to eat and eat and eat. We talked about they were herbivores. They just like plants.
Yes.
They go from the size of this little pencil lead to, some of them get as long as this marker when they're fully grown.
From that to this?
Yes, that would be like you or me when we start off as babies, grown up to be as long as a couple of school buses.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
So they do eat a lot and they grow a lot.
Wow.
Well, the next stage, we still haven't reached that beautiful butterfly, have we?
No, it doesn't look anything like a butterfly yet.
Well, the next stage is this one right here. Would you put that on the board?
Yes, well, what is this?
This is what we call a chrysalis. And the caterpillar will get very still under a leaf or a twig and makes it kind of a little J shape and becomes very, very still. And then all of a sudden, its little body changes into this shape called a chrysalis.
A chrysalis?
And it goes through this change called a metamorphosis.
Meta what?
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. And it means to do what?
To change.
To change. Okay, metamorphosis means change.
Well, we're still not at the butterfly stage, are we?
No, that doesn't still look anything like a butterfly.
Well, after a while, after the little chrysalis has hung there for a while, then a little hole appears and it starts shaking, and out comes what?
A butterfly?
Yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
Would you put the butterfly up there for us?
From here comes the butterfly.
But at first their wings are very wrinkled and they have to rest a few minutes and then stretch out those wings. And then they're able to fly and look for their host plant, sip some nectar from it, and then what happens after that?
Do they lay eggs again?
Yes, and the cycle or circle starts all over again.
So this just continues over and over. Wow, wow, that is amazing.
So now we see how a caterpillar changes into an adult butterfly. And the stages have a special name. The butterfly is called the adult stage.
The adult stage.
And then the caterpillar is called the larva stage.
Okay, caterpillar is larva stage.
And then this is a funny name. The chrysalis stage is called the pupa stage.
The pupa stage. That's funny. Yes. That's fun to say.
And then we go back to the what?
The butterfly or adult.
Very good. You are a very good listener, Miss Wendy.
Thank you.
Well, Wendy, we've talked about the life cycle of the butterfly. I may have a little surprise for you that might help you remember the life cycle of the butterfly.
Really? Well, what is it?
Well, what does this look like?
Well, I think this looks like a caterpillar.
It does. And remember, the butterfly lays eggs, and then out of those little tiny eggs comes tiny caterpillars. Do you remember what comes next?
Well, let's see. I think I'll open it and find out. Well, I think this, it's not the same color, but could this be the chrysalis?
Yes, it's the same shape, isn't it?
Wow, okay, so let's see, it's caterpillar, then chrysalis, and then, oh, here's another zipper. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Oh wow, and it's the butterfly.
Yes, our adult butterfly.
Yes, well thank you so much. This will always help me remember.
Well, Wendy would like to read a story that talks about our beautiful butterflies and caterpillars. Take it away, Wendy.
The name of this book is called Butterfly Life. Pretty butterfly, flying up in the sky. I'm sipping nectar from flowers nearby. Pretty butterfly, you're on a plant with your 6 little feet. I'm laying my eggs in rows so neat. Pretty butterfly, what's happening to your eggs? Baby caterpillars are here with many legs. Pretty butterfly, the caterpillars are eating and getting fat. Yes, they eat many leaves just like that. Pretty butterfly, the caterpillars are so still. Yes, they are changing into a chrysalis, a very big deal. Pretty butterfly, look and see. Yes, a butterfly is here looking just like me. The end.
Wow, do you think you'll find some butterflies and caterpillars in this beautiful bed of flowers?
I sure hope so. I
Yes.
hope so. I'm really wanting to find some of these. Let's
Well,
see.
I have something else to tell you about butterflies. They are very important to a garden like this. They are what we call pollinators,
Pollinators.
along with bees too.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Well, remember I told you that they like to fly around and sip nectar from flowers?
Yes, I
Well,
know.
when they do, they stir up that pollen, that yellow dust that's on flowers. Have you ever smelled
Yes.
a flower and gotten the pollen
yes.
on your nose?
All over my face.
Well, butterflies do the same thing. They have some little hairs on their legs. They'll stir up that pollen, then they'll go to another flower. That wakes up the flowers and tells them to make a fruit, which tells them to make a seed, which tells them to make more flowers.
Wow, so that is how all these beautiful flowers come to be, is through pollinators.
Yes, so butterflies not only are beautiful, they are helpers too.
Wow, that is wonderful. Thank you for telling me that.
And we have a vine here at Shangri La that has the seed pods, and what does it look like?
Well, this looks like a butterfly.
Yes, and it helps to spread the seeds. So on the count of 3, let's toss it in the air and we'll spread some seeds from the butterfly vine. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3, fly! Students, we're so glad that you joined us here today at Shangri La to learn all about caterpillars and butterflies and the whole life cycle of the butterfly, from egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly. Now we have some songs for you that might help you remember about our sweet little friends, the caterpillars and the butterflies. The first one is called The Fuzzy Little Caterpillar, and the tune, you may know it, is to Itsy Bitsy Spider. You ready? And please feel free to sing along with us. The fuzzy little caterpillar curled up upon a leaf, spun her little chrysalis and then fell fast asleep. While she was sleeping, she dreamed that she could fly, and later when she woke up, she was a butterfly. This is very good. The second song is called Pretty Butterfly, and I bet you know this tune also. It's to the tune of Up on the Housetop. Are you ready? And feel free to sing to us with us. Here we go. First comes the butterfly who lays an egg. Out comes the caterpillar with many legs. Oh, see the caterpillar spin and spin, a little chrysalis to sleep in. Oh, 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 look and see. Oh, 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 look and see. Out of the chrysalis, my, oh my, out comes a pretty butterfly. Well, students, we are so glad again that you joined us today to learn all about our beautiful butterflies. We miss you. We're proud of you. Stay curious.